grew up a pretty anxious child. I was raised in a family that always didn't have a lot. And although we were very tight knit, we had our problems just like everybody else. I didn't realize that I had anxiety until I started my mindfulness practice. Once I started to be able to observe my thoughts, feelings, and emotions and how my behavior was being dictated by them, I was able to then decide how I wanted to show up in this world. Once I started learning how to observe these things, I also was then able to dig deeper into where were these things coming from. And there's a part of the practice where we get to observe these past versions of ourselves that show up. So when you're in a situation in the current day and you feel maybe a little less wise, that's because there's a younger version of yourself that's showing up that's trying to solve that problem for you. Mindfulness, with the addition of meditation and giving yourself some time to go inward, that's where the real magic lies. That's how we get to figure out who we really are and how we want to continue to walk through this world. My name's April, and my passion in this life is helping people discover how mindfulness and meditation will help you in your business. Can you imagine how a lot of HR problems will simply dissolve once you start to understand that everybody comes to work with a story, but not everybody is really aware of that story. And most people are not aware that their behavior is dictated by that story. So I'm recording this right now from my childhood home where all of this began. My whole practice began here, and I continue to come back here in order to revisit who I was, who I am now, and the practice of me going back to who I truly was meant to be. Because as children, we always know that. We just, current life and being an adult pulls us that far away. In the practice, part of what I help people do is I give you the container in which to then go inward in a safe way to discover those pieces of yourself. You can discover why you're angry all the time. You can discover why things aren't happening for you. This whole concept of manifestation is actually figuring out what it is you want and then going out and getting it. It's not going to happen out of thin air. But a big part of that practice is in figuring out what's stopping you. Most often, that's a story from your past. So as a mindfulness practitioner, you become really good at listening to your own stories and then allowing them to dissolve, and you let go of them so that the real you can start to shine through. I'm really looking forward to having this journey with you.